Hello, this is Kaki Lee, and welcome to the Abundant Goddess Show, where I'll be sharing daily, bite sized pearls of wisdom I've picked up along my life journey that has allowed me to embrace and unleash my inner abundant goddess. And that's exactly what I want for you, to embrace and unleash your inner abundant goddess. I love talking about anything and everything to do with life, but I especially love talking about money, mindset, and energy, which is the main focus here. If you like what you hear, make sure you subscribe to my show so you don't miss out on your daily dose of wisdom from myself. And also follow me and let me know what you think on Facebook and Instagram at Abundance with Kaki Lee. Now let's get into it. Welcome to the Abundant Goddess Show and day 3 of my 40 Days to 40 series, where I share 40 things I've learned in my life so far over 40 days. The next pearl of wisdom I'm going to share is to practice gratitude. I have to admit, I was not a particularly grateful person before I started my self discovery journey. I mean, I wasn't a bad person, okay? I just never thought to be grateful for the things that I have. Nothing was ever enough, and I was never truly happy. And that probably just stemmed from the fact that I never felt or thought that I was good enough, and that I was one of those entitled people that thought that, I was entitled to everything that I have. So why am I being grateful or thankful for these things which I'm entitled to have? However, I was one thing that I was very good at in terms of being thankful was to thank other people, which was the people pleaser in me coming out to play. And of course, that person would have done something nice for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have thanked them. But it was more from a place of having good manners and etiquette rather than being grateful, which is what you felt from within, is an emotional response. If you have followed me for a while, you'll know I always harp on about how important gratitude is, because I have really noticed that when I started practicing gratitude, I've become a better person. And I noticed also that the people who don't practice gratitude or who aren't very grateful aren't very happy, because they never feel there's anything to be grateful for, and that there's never enough. I mean, being alive is something to be grateful for, right? Being alive means you've got another chance to create the life that you want. So why not create a life which makes you happy, or where you are happy because you are grateful for being alive? When I started practicing gratitude, I felt so much better. And what I found was that it was easier for me to be happy. I was emotionally more stable, and I was able to achieve my goals a lot easier. It seemed that I just required less effort, although I probably had to take as much action as I needed to before, but it just didn't feel like I had to do much work in order to create the results. Things just manifested faster for me. And yes, it was the whole, I was wanting more, but being grateful for where I am. Yes, yes, yes. I know it's all cliche, but it's true. One of the things I have learned about practicing gratitude is that it raises your vibration, because gratitude is in the frequency of love and it expands you. And when you tap into those higher vibrational frequencies, you attract things that are also of high vibration, which means that you attract all the good stuff. There are so many benefits associated with practicing gratitude, from being happier, improving your mental well being, increasing your self esteem, being more likable, improving your relationships, whether that's your love relationship, your family relationships, or friendships, being more patient, being to achieve things better, faster, without much effort, improving sleep, improving your blood pressure, and that's just to name a few. And these have been proven scientifically for my evidence based friends. One of my favorite ways to practice gratitude is to send a text or call someone that I'm grateful for and tell them why. Just a word of warning, when you do this, most people think that you're going to die. So please do reassure them that you're not dying, and you just want to tell them that you're grateful for them. And the thing is, what comes out of those conversations or those messages is just pure love. Both parties are happy. The person receiving your words of gratitude towards them feels so happy. And chances are they feel grateful for having you in their lives, and they return those beautiful words back to you. So it's just this beautiful exchange of love and joy and gratitude, which increases your vibration, which makes you feel good and expanded and calls in and brings in more good stuff for you. And there's so many different ways to practice gratitude. That is just my favorite way, because it's not just you that feels good, but you're making someone else feel good. I mean, who knows? That person might have had a shit day, and then they receive a message going, oh my gosh, there's someone in this world that appreciates me, right? How good is that? So I really encourage you to start a daily gratitude practice. You don't need to send text messages or call people if you don't want to. What you can do is, the gratitude journal. But what I ask of you is that you really feel the gratitude rather than just going, oh, let me think of 3 things that I need to be grateful for today. Oh, yeah, my morning coffee. Oh, yeah, my children's hugs, and yeah, and my house. That's not practicing gratitude. You really just need to feel how wonderful it is to have those things that you just listed. Oh, that morning coffee was just so good. I've not had such a good coffee for ages, or since yesterday. Or that morning coffee just makes me feel so good, and it wakes me up, and it just sets me up for the day. Just give that coffee so much love until you feel it in your body. I really encourage you to start your daily gratitude practice and see how fast your life will shift. That's the end of the show and day 3 of my 40 Days to 40 series. Please share this episode with anyone that needs a reminder to practice gratitude. If you liked what you heard, make sure you subscribe to my show, and remember to follow me over at Facebook and Instagram at Abundance with Kaki Lee. There's fun things happening there leading up to my 40th birthday on the 30th of May. And lastly, if you're interested in working with me or learning from me, send me a DM on Facebook or Instagram, or email me at hello@kakilee.com.